Hey everyone, I'm Trevor, and today we are at Disneyland to give you a crowd update for spring break. How bad are the lines? We're gonna find out, so let's get going. I feel like I always have to start these types of videos in the typical fashion, rounding the corner with the castle reveal, even if our castle is kind of small compared to Walt Disney World, which we booked our Disney World food today, 60 days until our Walt Disney World vacation. But that's neither here nor there. Today is Sunday, March 17th. That's right, St. Patrick's Day. It is about 12:20 or so in the afternoon. I always like to do these crowd updates in the afternoon when it's most likely to be the busiest. Give you a good idea of the crowd levels as we're walking down Main Street here. We are going to start off our tour today in Fantasyland. Sometimes we start at Adventureland, sometimes we start in Tomorrowland. We're going to go up to Fantasyland because there is a special St. Patrick's Day treat at the Red Rose Tavern that I'm going to eat with my family before we break apart and they go ride some rides, because they usually ride rides while I'm filming this sort of thing. Disneyland band there at the front of the castle, so we are going to have to go this way to get into Fantasyland the back way. Well, we've stepped into Fantasyland now, and Snow White's over here is 20. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. In fact, there's quite a bit of open queue space. And then if we spin over here, it says Peter Pan is a, what does it say, 30? Wow. The sign says it's posted at a 30-minute wait. And the entire queue is not completely full, so there is definitely more room here. But the last time it was 35 and we got in line, it still took us 55, so I'm skeptical. Really all depends on how many people are going in through the ADA entrance over here. But yeah, that's that one. And then how about Pinocchio's up here, Amy? 15? Oh, I would have said far less than 15. There's nobody out of the queue. Like, nobody is outside. That does not look like 15 if there's nobody outside. It's probably, wow, there's not even anybody there. That's like 5. It's like 5. No way that's 15. No way. And the carousel over here, that kind of looks like 5 as well. That's pretty much a walk-on. Where is everybody? Where? I thought that this was going to be a super, super busy day. We've spent most of the morning over in DCA filming a DCA ride challenge with Genie Plus. I think that video is going to end up on the channel after this one, so you can be looking forward to that. But DCA is slam-packed. I mean, the food festival is crazy. The amount of people coming into DCA right now when we switched parks was crazy. I think everyone's over at DCA today. Probably because of the food festival, of course, and it's St. Patrick's Day, and that's where all the alcohol is. People want alcohol, that's where they gotta go. Okay, Red Rose Tavern, time to get our green stuff. And here it is, the green stuff, my favorite iteration of the gray stuff, because all of this green icing is mint and there's chocolate cake on the inside instead of red velvet. I mean, I love red velvet, mind you, but still, the green stuff, it's only here for, I think, like a day or two more, and it only started at the beginning of March. So very short run, about 2 weeks on average, this thing is here at the Disneyland Resort. And of course, I had to be watching my sugar during this time, so this is the only one we're getting. And here we have the cross section. Now, typically in the gray stuff, they have a raspberry right there. No raspberry here in the green stuff. Just an extra daubing of icing, which is great for me. I love my icing. I am an icing person. Let me know down in the comments, are you an icing person or not? I know some people that's really finicky, but for me, the more icing is on the cake, the better. There we go. So good. So good. So Amy said that the last time I got this, she didn't eat any, and she was curious as to what it would taste like. So what did you think?
Now I'm wondering why I chose not to eat it, because that is really good. The mint on this with the chocolate is just a really good combination. It wasn't overly minty like some things are, so yeah, this was a really good version of the gray stuff, green stuff.
And with our snack done, we are resuming our crowd update. And Casey Jr. Circus Train looks to me, since the line is sticking out. Wow, how long does the line stick out? The line is down there. The line is all the way down there. That is like, it's like 25 to 30 minutes easily. It's posted at 15. There's no way that's 15. And the line for Dumbo is pretty full as well. It's posted at 30. Hard to say with Dumbo. Could be 30, could be longer, probably longer. But Dumbo's coming in for a landing. If this is your first crowd update of mine, I do like to look at the line and see if I can guess and see how close I get to the actual posted wait time. Mr. Toad's over here. Ooh, a lot of the queue there is pretty open indeed. Probably between 10 to 15 minutes, erring on the 15 side. Posted wait time is indeed 15 minutes. And then we've already covered the rides over that way. Mad Tea Party over here is a hard guess because I very rarely ride this attraction. It is up here under the tree though, so I'm gonna say 15. I think it's posted at 10 though. And over here at Alice, wow, this is pretty full. Every inch of the queue is completely full. Generally speaking, when I see that, I feel like it's about 35. 35 is about as long as Alice gets. I think I've seen it posted at 40 at the worst. It is wrapping all the way around the toadstool, so let's just go with 30, 35. They don't have a posted sign out here, so I can't see for sure. Took a look at the app real quick, and it did say 30, so a little low to me. Looked like, I mean, 35 and 30 are pretty close though, but yeah, probably pretty accurate. Now we're headed up towards It's a Small World, bypassing Matterhorn. We'll catch that on the way back. The path we're gonna take today is from Fantasyland up to Mickey's Toontown. And I'll show you the map right now so that you can see that path. And then we're gonna zip from Toontown back down to Tomorrowland. And from Tomorrowland, we're gonna cross over to Adventureland. From Adventureland, we're gonna go into New Orleans Square, Critter Country, Galaxy's Edge, and then back to Frontierland. So that's the path that we are going to take on this walk today. If you are enjoying this video and finding it helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button. And if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments below. I'm always happy to answer them. I do see Genie straight ahead doing a meet and greet. This is a great spot to meet characters just out and about. They don't have any planned meet and greet spots, but they just walk up and down this area here outside of It's a Small World. And there's Genie. Let's go see It's a Small World. 15 to 20 minutes? 15? Probably 15. Yeah, I know you probably can't see it because it's digital, but it says 15. As we're making our way up to Toontown, I did want to let you know that I've already pushed this video off once before. I came up here on Tuesday, March 12th, with the intent of filming this crowd update because Monday was pretty packed from what I heard. And got here on Tuesday, and there were hardly any crowds here. And I was, not disappointed. I was pleasantly surprised. That's probably the right word for it. Disappointed for the video's sake, but pleasantly surprised for y'all's sake. I said y'all, that's my 8 years in Florida coming out there. I don't usually say that. Yins, that's another one. I grew up in Pennsylvania. We used to say yins in Pennsylvania. Anyhow, I came up here on Tuesday to film this video, and the lines were so low, I didn't want to mislead you all by posting a crowd update and then it being really low crowds. For spring break, of course. That's what we're here. Crowds for spring break. But then I come here on a Sunday fully expecting it to be like slam bang packed. And this was not too bad. It's really not that bad this year. Maybe we have a false sense of crowds because for the last 2 months we've had $50 kids tickets artificially inflating the crowds in the park during the off-season where we didn't really have much of an off-season. So spring break isn't looking so bad this year. Oh, it's Donald Duck! Hi, Donald! That's my best Donald impersonation. I can't actually talk like him. It's really hard to talk like Donald. Roger Rabbits, I cannot play the guessing game because the queue is entirely inside, so we just have to come over here to the sign, and it says 50 minutes for Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin. Same problem with Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, entirely indoor queue, cannot play the guessing game. 65 minutes posted outside, 65 minutes. And honestly, that's pretty high, so that's the first like really high wait that we've seen so far on the tour. Still really shocked by Peter Pan's wait time. But again,
Fork in the road.
Oh, fork in the road. There's a fork. Which way do I go?
Either way, left or right.
Either way. Oh, excellent. Thank you.
There's a fork in the road. Candy corn. I miss Heimlich's.
Still a construction wall up over here. by Gadgets. Gadgets Go Coaster, aka now Chippendale's Gadget Coaster. 30-minute wait posted. See the posted time before I see the line, so kind of hard to play the guessing game when you know the answer already. But I'd say that's probably fairly accurate, given the line. It's all the way out to there, 30 minutes. Pretty slow loading attraction, only one train on the track. And we're back out of Toontown now. Toontown's like at the far extreme of the park. There's no other way in or out, so we just have to zip back, now head towards Matterhorn. Did tell you we were gonna bypass it temporarily. Now we're coming back towards it, and we are gonna check on the wait time for it. While the wait times in the park haven't been too terrible, I do feel like the walkways have been a little busier than I like personally. Just having to weave around people, but nothing too terrible. Matterhorn bobsleds is posted at a 55-minute wait. And I feel like that's pretty average. I mean, 45 is like the number that I call right what Matterhorn usually is. But 55 is in that range. You know, 40 to 55-ish, that kind of ballpark area. Truthfully, I don't think it's 55. Because none of these switchbacks are being used. I would probably say it is more like 45. I started doing these videos just as a way for, well, you to gauge crowds, of course. One of the things that I love to do the most about watching other people's YouTube videos in preparation for my trips, specifically when I'm going to Walt Disney World, of course, is I like to see how busy it looks. And so, as much as possible, we do try to keep the camera focused on the crowds for these types of videos. As we're walking around, I just want you to be able to scan, to look at walkways, to see how empty or busy those walkways are, to look at lines, to hear actual wait times from somebody who, you know, knows what a line generally looks like. Everybody can check the wait times on the Disneyland app at home, but specifically as with Disney World, I know that for sure. Posted wait times do not always match up with actual wait times. Disneyland, for the most part, I feel like they're pretty accurate most of the time. Not a whole lot of people over here at Nemo. 20 minutes, 25 maybe? 20, yeah, 20. Wait time 20 minutes from this point, so that is not so bad. I mean, it's still a long line for that ride, but not too bad. Disneyland monorail, probably a walk-on, no posted wait really for that. Approaching Autopia, and unfortunately I am gonna see the wait time sign before I see the line. It says it's 25 minutes, but let's walk up the ramp a little bit and see what we can see. So they are using 3 lines. They're not using all 4. That's gonna impact the wait a bit. They are using the bleacher area, but I don't see them using the round room. So they sometimes use both. When they use both, that's when the line is really long. I wish they had been using all 4 lines, because all 4 lines really helps it out a lot, but 25 minutes, that's probably a good guess. Yeah, 25 minutes seems accurate. Approaching one of my favorite rides at Disneyland, Space Mountain. Space Mountain turns into Hyperspace Mountain on April 5th through June 2nd. I cannot wait. Less than a month away for Season of the Force. What? Posted wait time for Space Mountain at 1 o'clock on a Sunday is 30 minutes. What is this insanity? That is really low. I would have expected like 60. 60 is average for this time of day on a weekend. Average, not spring break, average. 30? 30? What? Today is a really, really good day. Astro Blasters posted at 40 minutes. We'll check out the line. It's around the corner where you see the bulk of the line. We'll check that out in a minute. Star Tours. Let's see, they are using the overflow room, so probably a little longer than usual. The posted wait time is 25. 25 doesn't sound so bad for Star Tours. You know, a lot of times the line, standby line length is highly dictated upon how many people are coming through the lightning lane. So, but yeah, Buzz was 40. We said 40, right? Yeah, it's going back there quite a ways, and coming all the way down here. It's definitely 40. That one can get quite a line. Coming back out here to the hub now. Like I said, we are going to shoot straight across the hub. We've got the castle off to our right. Well, actually, we've got a construction wall off to our right, but castle on the other side of this tree here. And we're just going to go straight across to Adventureland. Adventureland is always a bit of a congestion choke point, so I'm expecting to see some more of the crowds through here than what we normally do. We've got Jungle Cruise coming up to our left, and if you have watched any of my videos before when we're trying to help you figure out wait times and things, you want to take a look at the upper level. Secondary room does have people in it, so that's going to be a little bit longer. 35 is what I'm going to guess. 35. And it is posted at 30 minutes. Indiana Jones posted at a 55-minute wait. That's another one where most of the standby is hidden inside, so it's really hard to play the guessing game. But 55 minutes, pretty average for Indiana Jones this time of day. I would say that's fairly average. Nothing to balk at. Either good or bad. Like, we were really shocked with Space Mountain. Really shocked. Look at all the green. Sorry, I'm not wearing green today. I don't have a green shirt. No green shirts for me. I don't know why. Just sort of tend towards black, red, and blue. Those are the colors that I wear most often. In case anyone's looking for me in the park. If it's cold, I'll be wearing my SoCal Disney Dad sweatshirt. That'll help you out too. Pirates of the Caribbean, quite a long line here. And this side is the lightning lane. This side is the standby. And the standby spills up over here onto the bridge, filling in the switchbacks. But it could be longer because this walkway is open. I can walk right through it. And when Pirates has a super long line, that's closed and people are extending all the way down through this queue. So it's not as long as it could be. Guesses 30 to 35. I feel like it's 45 when this portion is in use. Well, it was posted at 40. Haunted Mansion, the construction, if you haven't seen our construction updates lately, has pushed all the way out to basically this fence area here, meaning that the only way back to Critter Country and Star Wars Galaxy's Edge through this way is this path down by the Harbor Galley. And routinely, this is a pretty open and empty walkway. Like, this is where you would come to avoid the crowds when you're heading down this way. But now it's the only way, so it does get a bit busier. Even still, not too many people back here, but there's really nothing back here for you anymore except for Winnie the Pooh. And, well, of course, the entrance to Star Wars Land, but there are other entrances into Galaxy's Edge. So, yeah, with Haunted Mansion and Splash Mountain closed, the two biggest draws for this corner of the park are not open. Lots of progress coming on over here at Splash Mountain. We'll talk about it more in our construction update for April, but just a quick look as we're walking by here. Oh, the canoes have no line. They've got a sign that they have to put up here to let you know that the canoes are open because, yeah, there's like two people walking in the line. There's nobody in line for the canoes. So, yeah, come ride the canoes. When it's busy, canoes are always open. Oh, the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Q is sticking out the line, but not as bad as it could be. Posted at 15, but if the line is sticking out, is it really 15? Oh, yeah, probably. The line could definitely be worse. All of this could be filled. So this looks pretty good. Yeah, 15. I mean, it looks a little long, but 15, probably so. I've said it a couple times here on the channel, but you can gauge how busy the park is by looking at Winnie the Pooh. If Winnie the Pooh is 25 or higher, the park is slammed. 15 minutes, pretty average, and that's what we have been finding the park to be. Fairly average. Okay, so this one is gonna be the big tell. Rise the Resistance. We're gonna walk up the whole length here. It's looking good, let me tell you. The queue, I mean, I don't hear anything. I don't hear the ambient noise of a lot of people. There's not a lot going on back here. So if the queue is this empty, it means one of two things. It means that Rise has a really, really low wait time, or it's broken. And I'm gonna go with broken. Definitely broken. Anytime you see the cast members blocking the entrance to attraction in a perfect line, they're all just standing out here. That is how you know a ride is broken. When Rise of the Resistance breaks, it's down for a minimum of 45 minutes. That's just the way it works. The system has to reboot. It takes a really long time. A hat drops on the track, they've got to close the ride, remove anything that's on the track, reset the system, and 45 minutes has to go by. We've got Ray over here. Ray doing a meet and greet. Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run posted at 15 minutes. Wow, that's low. 15. When it's that low, like 15 minutes is just how long it takes you to walk through the queue. There's no line on the outside. Quite a few people over here taking photos, of course. Oh, that's because Chewie's out. Chewie. Oh, we saw Ray, Chewie. We actually passed by Mando and Boba Fett back there too. I don't know if you noticed them. I didn't point them out. But we've got Chewie coming up here on our left. We are headed the back way now from Galaxy's Edge into Frontierland. One of the last places that we need to go in our crowd update. And we'll have walked through every land, checked every single attraction, guessed their wait times. This area can also be a bit more congested. Right now we are approaching Big Thunder Mountain Railroad on our left. I can't see the line yet, but my wife has been in line for it with my children the whole time that I've been filming this video, which, if I had to guess, has been approximately 40 to 45 minutes. The Mark Twain is in service and is passing right by us as we walk through here. Hardly ever any wait for that attraction, so, I mean, I don't know that there ever would be. They can take a lot of people on that thing. A lot of people. So anytime you need something to do and it's crazy busy, you want to get away, go over to the Mark Twain. Now, Amy just told me that it's been 40 minutes for them. She has a timer going. And they are approaching or very close to the merge with the Lightning Lane. She says the Lightning Lane is really long. It's pretty full. And so that's what's taking a lot of time for them. And it's posted at 40. So she's been waiting 40. It's posted at 40. And she's not even past the merge yet. The queue does wrap back this way a little bit. Let's just go back here and see. So it's not as full as it could be. All of these switchbacks are for Big Thunder, but it's definitely not 40. So we're gonna hang out here and wait for them, but there's Miguel! Oh, Miguel! Well, they just got off. Do you have a final wait time for me?
Yeah, the posted wait time was 40 minutes. It took us 49 minutes.
Okay, so a little bit longer, but
not over.
Yeah, not terrible. And yep, all the crowds are over here at Disney California Adventure. Now we know why Disneyland looks pretty empty comparatively to what I was expecting. Everyone is over here. If you would like to see me start doing Disney California Adventure crowd updates as well, let me know that down in the comments, because generally we just do the crowd updates over at Disneyland. It's a lot to cram two parks into one video, but I can't separate them into two videos if you would find the crowd levels over here interesting as well. Well, that's it for our time here today at Disneyland, giving you a spring break crowd update. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments below. Click this video if you want some tips to help you deal with spring break crowds. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again next time.